you ask me whatever I can tell you, I'll tell you.
That'd be great.
And after that, I don't know.
Yeah.
They haven't want to ask me.
1 second now, actually. After making that small mistake. There we go. Okay. Let's see where are my questions now. So, can you tell us a little bit about growing up on Barrack Street?
Well, I grew up in Dylster, but we all played around the surrounding areas, you know.
Yeah.
Some place, like old times, everything is gone now, playing in the streets, playing out on the road, playing with children, playing on the poles, swinging on the poles.
Yeah. And the games?
Pitching TTs and show boxes. Going around the pubs getting out of TTs in the summer. We had no summer camps.
I no doubt I'll have to pay.
And we had our show box and put a hole in the middle with the tilted up against the wall and pitching the TTs and
What kind of games do you play in the streets?
skipping ropes, swinging on the poles, chasing one another. Beddies, you know, chalks and 1, 2, 3. Great games.
Yeah.
No summer camps, no farm holidays, down the park and that was it.
Yeah.
You know, looking to get to Toronto.
So, could you tell us a little bit about the shops that have gone around Barrack Street that were here that you missed maybe?
Shops that gone. There were loads of other shops down in Barrack Street.
Yeah.
There were loads of Bridget Welsh is over there. She used to have everything over the Mount St. Hall, isn't it? Not everything from an eagle to an anchor there you could buy. You had Lounge Tracy's was farther down in Barrack Street. You had a load of shops over here, Julie O'Connell's, you had Murphy's, you had Matthew's up at the top, you had Bakery's.
Yeah. Who'd you miss?
Well, you'd miss all the little hostler shops that are on there, the supermarkets that you're doing away with all them. You know? The only shop up in Barrack Street now is Barrack, which is like a supermarket. All the little friendly shops that were run by families. You know, you could go in and have a chat, all that's gone.
Are there any family shops at all on Barrack Street left?
I don't think so, no.
No.
Barrack Street, the supermarket up at the top. And down at the end where Ray's used to be, that was a family run shop. Opposite the post office on the corner from the tip. That's a confectionery shop there.
Yeah.
You know, and they're none of the rest of them. They're all closed.
So you're saying something about the butchers there. There were more butchers than just the one.
They were just Gerald's butchers. That's a hairdresser now, but it's not Barrack Street by the pub at the Hayes. That used to be a butcher shop. And there were bakeries there. Pickies is still there.
But there were more, were there?
There were another bakery there, Wayman's. There's another bakery used to be there. You know, all the personal touch is gone because, as I say, supermarkets and all this new generation, you look away when you buy it. No, tell me no one talks to nobody.
Yeah.
You know.
So, would different bakeries have different kind of breads, or were they always?
There was, I suppose,
Yeah.
Supermarkets now, you're getting all that out. French bread, which is gone, you can't eat it, they're not fitting it. It lasts for ages, the bread.
Yeah.
You get the buns, it lasts for a week if you're wrapping it up. Now the bread you get is, you have to throw it out the next day.
But there's a traditional Waterford bread. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
The buns and the pans. But they won't be sliced or in bags now, you know, they've been wrapped up in newspapers. And they were lovely. And then there were a chipper up there, Ned Elliott's up there now, I don't know who have it, but there's still a chipper up there. And of course there were loads of pubs running along the way as well. Keep everyone happy. You know, so they're all gone.
Yeah.
And that's only one part of it, you know.
I've heard a bit about Ned's. Ned's was a bit infamous, was it?
Ah, great, Jack. Bring your bowl or your, even the sauce when you fill it up with chip scale. You know? There's probably easy Ned's. Just lovely.
I didn't even know it was breads tonight.
Yeah. And
with all the fast foods now, the McDonald's and all them places. They're not the same, you know.
I love the nicknames as well, like Greasy Ned's and that. You know, even people, sometimes you wonder where they get their nicknames from. Would there be anyone else around Barrack Street that would have had nicknames?
Well, across the road there now, where that takeaway, livestock licenses, That used to be a general kind of a store. You could get groceries and sweets and stuff. Children going in there to the school. And the man owned Mr. Murphy was his name.
Yeah.
Joe Murphy, but people Baldy. We just call him Baldy Joe's. That would never been banned there, it's only Baldy Joe's. You know, so.
But why was it called Baldy Joe?
Because the man had no hair on his head, and the lads used to keep saying, go into Baldy Joe's. And that's it always went by Baldy Joe's. And the man that bought it after got me merciful to him, my good Handy said to him, as a child he was going down to Mount Sinai in the window. He used to say, one of these days I'm going to own that shop. And he ended up buying it and living there and rearing his family. You know, so.
Are there any old characters that you miss around the place? I hear things like, you know, Danny Curtis and Ned Elliott and other.
Curtis, yeah, and poor Meg Lowe, below Danny Curtis. She had another little shop, you know.
Yeah.
And then you had the old Joe man down there by the Joe man's lane, the old Dragon Bone man, you know. All them things that were part of growing up and part of living and part of surviving.
Yeah. So why was he called the Jew man?
Because the man that owned the Dragon Bone place was a Joe man, Mr. Woodson. So they just called the Joe man's lane.
Or was he Irish?
Not at all. That name I do. You know?
Yeah. Would you know where he's from at all?
No, but I know his son had a house in Parnell Street one time. You know, one of them big houses there opposite Evie's garage.
Yeah.
They were originally Jewish people, you know.
Yeah.
That's what they used to call it. Excuse me. It's called the German's Lane.
So, naming a lane after a Jew man, there mustn't have been a lot of Jews around at the time, were there?
To be honest with you. You know, that's the name always rings a bell to me, you know.
Yeah.
Because a man to mine just lived in Brown's Lane, and we used to go down that way to cut over by the castle in Castle Street over to Brown's Lane. So that's gone as well, you know.
Yeah.
Brown's Lane is down there as well.
Are there many lanes that are gone?
They are, they've been locked up down there at the back. There were 2 or 3 lanes there just out of the Mount Sign. You know, they've been taken in, I don't know how they were taken in, but you know, there were loads of people living.
But why are they gone?
Because they lived in houses further down and they took in, or they left green areas, you know.
Okay.
That's, I don't know why. There's loads of people living in their houses. All little houses down in laneways, you know?
Yeah.
And they just built, when they closed them up, then they probably built houses there and everything passes through there at the top. And the way they went down the back of the Newgate Street there, you know? Yeah. They're building all them houses, there are loads of laneways there as well.
Would you have any memories of the barracks at all next door?
Oh God, yeah. All the carnivals, the barracks were great. And the carnivals, now the people with the stalls outside and the apples on the big tables, up like pyramids and the sweets. And the swinging boats, you hear the music. You know, it's lovely all the summertime.
Yeah. So, what kind of things would happen during the carnival? What would be the highlights of the carnival?
Oh, to be people dressing up, the fancy dressing, the children dressing up to the parades and whatever kind of you could dress up in something fancy, the best person might win a prize or something. You know, probably to be a bar of chocolate or something. Something that you'd really appreciate because you didn't see it too often, you know?
Yeah. So let's see. So going back to the Blas. What do you like in your Bla?
Oh, I love lunch in the Bla. Or even playing a little Bla on its own.
Yeah.
Not like the Bla.
A Bla with some red lead in it.
Red lead, yeah. Not like it. Not like it.
Yeah. And what kind of Bla do you like? The crusty one or the soft one?
Oh, the crusty one. I don't like the soft Blas.
I'm finding it hard to come across anyone that likes the soft one. Everyone seems to like the crusty one. I prefer the soft one myself, so I do.
No, crusty one. The Harney's crusty Blas.
Harney's. Where's Harney's now?
Harney's are clean as hell. They used to have a place in Johnstown as well. It's a pub now.
Yeah.
It's down there in John Street. I don't know what they call it now. Harney's had a bakery down there. And I still love Harney's Blaze. I was looking for Harney's Blaze and I wouldn't eat any other Blaze. There are loads of shops around that makes them, you know. And sends them rather than Harney's.
So, when growing up around Barrack Street, what was it like, the pubs? I hear that women weren't allowed in.
Oh no, people were around. Women weren't allowed in pubs. Never. Never only men.
All of them.
Only men, yeah. Women were never allowed in the pub. And they used to have a little snuggle, kind of a little thing inside, and maybe an elderly woman would be allowed in if she was a widow or something. But not no women weren't allowed in the pubs. And there were pubs everywhere.
What about children?
No children, no problems. No, men only. Yeah.
And say when the men were going to the pubs, would they stick with the one pub or would they go to different
I
pubs?
think they all had their own one place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were there any infamous pubs along Barrack Street?
When was there was Peggy Butler up there, below beside Ned Elliott's now, and they were Christy Giles or Raffy Halis, and down on the corner here opposite the post office was John Kane the Hurlers, just below Thompson's the Undertaker's there. And then you had down the other corner, you had Milan's.
Yeah.
I don't know who had it now, but it was Milan's, you know. And then you had up at the corner, Norris's corner up here. And photographed everything.
Yeah.
Just coming back again.
Come back again. Just for a short second. Let's bring this down a little bit lower because it's a wider shot there now. Yeah. A bit low. Yeah, perfect. Just down a little bit. Okay. So Peggy, you're talking about Christmas there. So you were.
Christmas, yeah.
Could you tell us a little about Christmas and what it was like?
The stocking this was where you'd have to go to have a clean stocking and those kind of days. Not like the stockings they have now. But you'd be lucky to get an apple and an orange. And there are no such thing as Coke or Fanta. Dr. Delicious, raspberry or lime. You'd be like, oh, you put it out, it's fine. And then Stevenson's Day, you go out to the ramp, get your pence, knocking on the doors. No ram even anymore, shouldn't it? All the children going to the ram. It's just, I don't know, it's a song we used to sing, the Stevenson's Day, the ram, the king of the birds. And so whoever throw you can actually say, she is a good woman, she always gives us something out for the ram, and they give you a few pennies, and you get the money for the pictures. You know?
Yeah. And then about Easter, you obviously got a big dirty Easter egg.
Oh no, you get mine like Easter Sunday morning. And if your mother could afford it, she'd probably buy a bar of chocolate and break it up and give you all a little bit. That's the only thing. Never got Easter eggs. You know?
Yeah. Well,
Never got Easter eggs.
I had another question there for you, Peggy. It was, I'm after losing it there now. One question was, how would you feel the street has changed over the past years?
The streets and the neighbourhood are all gone about because you don't know your neighbours that anymore. Everyone knows who their neighbours are and everyone helps them. But now you don't know your neighbours that, and most of the houses are rented out and people are moving in and moving out, moving in and moving out.
So is it quieter or busier then?
It's just not as friendly as it used to be, you know? You don't kind of weary the people now. Whereas before you could leave your door open and go off and come back. Now you can't tell them that they're afraid to even answer your door to get an now.
Yeah.
We don't open our door anymore in the night because we're on our own in the second level. But the children have all keys and we know if they're coming there, they can leave themselves in.
So you're here getting your hair done today. Do you come here often to get your hair done?
Once a week, yeah.
How many years?
I'm here now since Richie opened.
When did Richie open?
And he's here now, say 17, 18 years, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You stick with Richie. He must be the best in town, is he?
Yeah. I know, well not Richie, most of the house in Germany. You know, when the weather was bad, when the snowed in a few years ago, he came and collected us and brought us up and brought us back. It's the best now, so I don't know, so that because I'm here, he'd kill me. You know? You want to feel for Richie, you know? And it's lovely to be that, you know, relaxed with people. All that's going on in communities, you know. And people are afraid now, well, our age are you know. And it's a sad way in which we live.
Yeah, the day of going to the hairdressers, you know, once a week has kind of changed a bit, has it? Do you feel?
No, well, not for me now, because I mean, I don't go anywhere. I come down here once a week and I look forward to doing that. I I might be out for the weekend.
Yeah, but the tradition, you know, from the next generation on, it doesn't seem to be there, is it?
No.
No. Why would you think that is?
Huh?
Why would you think that is?
Why not?
Why the next generation don't go to the hairdressers once a week? Was it a social thing or?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you that. My own children don't go to the hairdressers once a week, but I do. That's my little treat. You know? We're different to the generations that come up now. You know? If I want to get my hair done, I get my hair done. You know? And I won't do without having to get it done. Well, I don't pay for the kids pay me. For birthdays, I have to get my vouchers here. And I just come and get my hair done, so I'm already paid. It does not cost me anything. I'm good children, thanks for God.
And what are you going to get done today?
I'm only getting a blow dry because I got body weight last week. I got the first blow dry today.
What you were saying about the clothes, talk about that with the children, with the clothes and the darn and so on.
Oh yeah, I used to all the clothes and used to their socks and darn their socks. And even my husband, when his shirts were fraying, the collars, I'd have to take off the collar and turn it around and put it back on again. And patch their jeans and patch my hands on. And I had 3 young ones, and the youngest one used to say she never got nothing new. So she was second-hand rows, everything sanded down from one to the other. You know, you don't do that anymore. But they're too well off. You don't know what it is to have to struggle. And maybe this recession is the best thing ever happened. You have to make them stop and think. And they won't be as wasteful as they are. You know, the children don't know the word no. They just give me everything. And they want to digest it. You know? We have to save up for everything and sprint and scrape, but, you know.
Peggy, that was fantastic.
So I hope now that's that could happen.
It is.
You know.
Thanks.
It's a lovely weekend.
What's that?
They said the weather is going to be
Oh,
lovely.
we're going to have a scorcher.
Yeah.
We're going to have a scorcher.
Stephen is in Vegas.
Is he?
Yeah.
Well for him.
He rang me last night. He barely made his bloody flight. He went from Dublin to Manchester, and the flipping flight from Manchester was 40 minutes late, and he barely made it. The gate was closed, and they wanted to bring another flight to Vegas till Sunday, and the match is tomorrow night. But they opened the gate and they let him through.
He's gone to UFC, isn't he?
Yeah. Will he ever get sense?
Yeah. He's sensible enough not to be married, so he has sense, Peggy. He's sensible enough, girl, so.
Yeah. And the pretty well she's old. She'll be the smell of paraphernalia, she'll be around the gas. And all the uncle is smoking and they're from outside.
Boy, a wood boy.
Yeah, they'll be right. And then they'll be over in Mr. Brown's across the road, she'll be hitching it out.
To smoke?
Yeah. It's probably bigger than a chip, they're on the orange box.
Just going to record there. 1 second. Due clap in front of that. Yeah. Right.
Is that water okay, Peggy?
That's grand.
Put some conditioner in there after it.
Okay.
Stop the dryness.
Yeah.
Well, I remember getting them. They used to sell them. Nate, I remember Nate over on the Yellow Road used to sell the single fags as well. You could buy
Yeah, from the corner of Cash Rail.
yeah, you could buy a cigarette and a matchstick for 10p.
It's got in the bag, there's a written down blade.
Yeah,
Before you
and it is. Yeah, you'd be brilliant.
There's probably a big fella's not advertising by now.
Yeah, now look at this wall. And we're trying to get off it.
Oh, I know.
We were talking to a man there earlier and he said that if you wanted half a fag, you could cut it in half and you could pay for half.
Oh, the
Yeah.
cigar with a blade. Oh, sure.
Yeah.
They made some money on them cigarettes and them little huckster shops.
Jeez.
Opening the packets and selling them to the children.
I tried a woman in here one day, Peggy, and she had she had a prescription from a doctor. I think it was in the 50s. And she was getting married, and the prescription was for 20 wood points to calm her nerves before she got married.
That's great.
Yeah. Yeah, her prescription. Yeah, her prescription off the doctor.
Could they get cigarettes?
For 20 wood points, yeah.
Oh, jeez.
To soothe her nerves. Jesus Christ.
Oh, she had to keep singing then, and she had to say on her nerves before she forgot the man.
How many years was my mother sending me out to get burnt and they put vinegar on it and then get the first tan of the year? Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, getting roasted and then they rub vinegar onto it. Now, Peggy, can you see what we're doing? Walk over to her phone there. Now Peggy, bit of glue,
Yeah.
stick it together.
No downtime.
More of it, Lauren.
God, they get children
Have you been here many years, Richie?
I opened up here in 95. 96. 96 I bought this place, yeah. Yes, when you think about it.
Do you come across many characters in here?
Brilliant. Look, see, this place around here, it's all characters. It's all characters. The great thing about this area is, and it's just everyone, they kind of, it's like one of your own, isn't it? The whole area. Like,
Yeah, you feel so comfortable.
yeah. I don't, even though I have a shop here, it's like, I look at all the people around here, they're like my neighbours.
Yeah.
And everyone knows this because of, I suppose, from living and from being rare just down the road from Common Hill, others from Newport Square, so we're all, I suppose we weren't blow-ins.
So you're all locals.
Yeah, all locals. Top of the town people, you know?
Yeah.
The real people. We don't have the posh accents.
Oh, no, man.
We don't do posh people.
No. You be yourself out.
Yeah.
That's it, that's mine.
That's it, yeah.
Never forget where you're from.
Yeah.
The trip to the town.
I'm not. My grandmother May used to say.
On the way out, because more like
Yeah.
you're going to leave them
She
on
used to
the
say,
way.
anyway, be always careful in the front row of the church.
Yeah.
Be always mindful of who's sitting in the front row of the church. They're the ones that are usually causing all the trouble.
Yeah.
And they look good.
Oh, you'll be yourself.
And do you know what I was thinking about this morning? Poor Eddie Batty. Remember Eddie Batty?
Yes, you're the
There used to be a fella called Eddie Batty. And everyone used to be avoiding him because everyone thought he was bad luck. Remember that?
Yeah.
And you could be walking down the street and one of the lads would say, "Hey, look across there." And next thing you look over, you see Eddie Batty. Oh, Jesus, look. Fella's running out of bookies. He used to clear a whole bookies in one go. Remember that?
Yeah. He lived up through the place.
Was it Jinxon, was it?
He was a jinx, yeah, absolutely. He cleared, I think he got barred from a load of bookies and all, yeah.
Yeah.
Poor Eddie Batty used to walk the streets, yeah. And Harry the horse, you remember Harry the horse?
Yeah.
Harry the horse, he used to, he used to walk down to the railway station
With a hand cart.
with a hand cart, and anyone coming off the train, he'd carry all their luggage up and up to their houses by hand years ago. He was an old dog now. I remember I was in my next door neighbour's house, Jack, one day, and there was a knock at the door, and I was only a child at the time, and Jack said to me, "Who's at the door?" And I went, "Jack, it's Harry the horse," and he went crazy because he hated the name Harry the horse. But I was at it here in the mall, Harry the horse, God rest him.
And
Huh?
Yeah, hung him by the
I
feet.
hung him, yeah, hung him. Carried the horses at the door. And poor little Martin Hunt.
After Mark, great.
Yeah, he was brilliant. Did you hear anything about Martin Hunt? No.
No.
He used to walk around with a bandage with red sauce on it and a hurley. And he was playing the infinite GA final, wasn't he? He used to walk around the streets with a hurley, a bandage on his head and ketchup on it. Yeah, character. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. Yeah, that's it. I said that to you, didn't I? My grandfather went off to my mother and father after dropped me into my grandfather's down in Clonmacilla to babysit one day. He went off looking for pigeons. And when they came back, Martin Hunt was sitting on his lap and he was playing the spoons with me. My mother nearly died. She said, yeah, they're leaving them with him.
Poor man.
But they were harmless times. So what's going on now, Peggy?
Oh, yeah.
Jesus, what's going on now?
They were innocent, poor people.
Yeah. And I remember them, we used to be getting chased out of the graveyard there, Monty and Eileen Basil. We used to play digging them up the gravestones.
Yeah.
Yeah, they used to be in the grave, yeah. Yeah. Brilliant. And but I think always have the best of memories of the brunetties. I used to love. Yeah, because that back onto my grandmother's garden. We used to be down there and trying to catch birds with my grandfather and getting. And I remember the net stings all up your legs, and you'd have to be wearing the short trousers.
I know one had long trousers. We're looking at short ones.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah. And my mother, for our kid, I used to always dread Christmas by me. Jesus, I used to dread Christmas. Because my mother had dressed the three of us up like all together, myself and my brothers. And we used to be all like Delta with these camel jackets on.
Yeah.
Going to school, yeah. We were like the Sopranos going with three camel jackets, myself and the boys. And you get killed then if you made on time.
We were looking at their camera.
Yeah.
We were looking at an orange and an apple. A bear thought, right?
Yeah. Our best ever for my communion. You know what they made me wear? A green velvet suit. Remember the film The Wedding Singer? I had a green velvet suit, a blue shirt, and a big flannel thing that went down the middle. I still to this day refuse to wear green. And black paint shoes. Black paint shoes. There's a picture of it, and I look like an 8-year-old The Wedding Singer. Oh, it's unreal. Took 2 years of counselling to go over that one, but I forgive her now. She said I was lovely, and it cost her a fortune, so I have to go with it, you know? Brilliant.
What's great in hairdressers is the bit of banter you have, you know?
Listen, we happen to chat. We're lucky here because everyone, you know that kind of way. Yeah, we have. The way we look at it is, they're not clients, they're friends. Everyone, I know all about Peggy's life, Peggy knows all about my life. And each and every customer is the same, so we have a right out crack from week to week. We do. We put the world to rights here on most Fridays, don't we?
Yeah.
That's it, yeah. And eventually went to see Peggy on a Greenpeace boat Sunday.
But you know each other obviously from year to year of coming in and just chatting.
Yeah.
Chats.
Peggy is vocal like myself. We like to give out about the government, don't we, Peggy?
Yeah. Someone wants to do something about it.
You could fix it in another 2 weeks, I'd say.
Look at the brains that be dangerous, but
Yeah.
you know, if the children on the street will fix it.
That's it, yeah.
In front of their nose and they can't fix it.
But your look is
Boy, that's good boy.
I used to be wondering years ago.
Much to live.
We used to be wondering years ago why they all wanted to become politicians.
Yeah.
Now I know.
Rent their own pocket and
Now I know.
Now I know.
Yeah. Now I know. It's just a lack of foresight and foreplanning.
put in over the hedge, no one knew what they were doing. It's what dinners and all.
Away.
Yeah.
Do you remember the sticky apples?
Ah,
Going around for
yeah.
Halloween, the sticky apples.
My family used to make
Yeah.
them out.
The sticky apples. We used to
And
get
the
sticky
toffee.
apples around here. And they used to, down in,
Down in Green Street.
yeah. And down in Paddy Ray's, remember the money balls?
Yeah. Oh, the money ball top at the end of
Yeah,
it. It's
yeah.
all about the money
Oh,
ball
the
shop.
money balls.
Where the singers' places now, Tommy
Used to be a
O'Neill
penny
and
in
the
the
money
streets.
ball shop.
That was some job.
Yeah, the factory down in the lane. It's a panel beating place now down by the new car.
Yes, yes.
That was the factory. It was a pipe factory and for the rock factory. And where Singer's shop is now at the end of Barrack Street, that was the money ball shop. Everything he made in the factory was sold there.
Yeah.
And when you get the money balls, if you didn't,
You want us just to start talking about that again then?
yeah.
Yeah, if you could just clap there for me, John. Yeah, thanks. Yes.
And sure, remember May, she used to lay out all the dead bodies before any of the mortuaries and all that.
The no market, you go to neighbour
And the midwives, yeah, because she used to get called out. And do you remember we used to go up to, my Auntie Florrie up in, when she was up in St. Patrick's.
Yeah.
And always you'd pass home, or you'd pass out past the chapel, and there could be someone in there in a coffin, and she'd bring me in, and she'd be rubbing their face, and going, oh look, aren't they lovely, and I'd be going, aren't you? And she used to be saying to me, there's more to be afraid of the living than the dead. Yeah, that was it.
Or when anyone was having a child, there's always like
Yeah.
something you did. And she'd say, there's a penny for the gas now.
Yeah.
And there's a penny for wood grain and a penny for a box of Barrack starch and powder for the baby. That was the trumpets you got that ready for when you go into labour.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Because even I remember in the early 80s when I was an apprentice, and she still lived every single day in the apprenticeship. She'd come in to me with a carton of milk and a blah and a bit of ham from me to make sure that I was eating and I was getting paid. You don't have that now.
Something you did, something to curl the tray.
Yeah.
And you go on charge, you take it down. And then when you got something you did the spirit, you shove it back up again for another day. Get your trumpets, thanks so much for your thing.
Yeah. And Jesus, I miss my grandmother, I tell you. Yeah, but everyone gave you what they had, you know, like everyone shared. And I remember, Jesus, she was my grandmother, and she was out spending her pension, making sure the guy was alright, you know, that kind of way, and the carton of milk every morning, and them things you never forget, you know?
Never mind.
Yeah. That's it. We were lucky, really, weren't we?
We were very lucky.
We were very lucky because I always count, you know, because we were showing a really good moral compass. Because nowadays, you know, people just don't live so.
Look at your neighbours, your neighbours.
Yeah.
People like that. You know, do not right now. They step over you, get out of the street.
But sure, we don't really know our neighbours now.
No, I'm afraid to open the door.
No.
I'm supposed to have some. No. Open the door anymore.
People's lives are gone. So the fella said to me one time, the minute they put cup holders in cars, we're going to turn into Americans.
Yeah.
Because then you have to drink a cup of coffee on the go instead of sitting down and talking to somebody. Yeah, but
I went to Mama so social.
yeah.
I'm so thankful.
But you're
If there were 6 people came in and they did what they had to do, and if they were sick, your days aren't that way. And no one went talking about anyone, what you had or what you hadn't.
Nah,
You know?
nah, because you want to be saying nothing.
Everyone was in the wrong room.
Yeah. Well, no, I had a lovely green velvet suit. I was lucky, yeah. And the nuns, I remember going up that morning then and they cooking the brown bread in the nursery. Because I went to the nursery. The nursery was to take boys up until you were one.
When you went to the union, you had to bring a cloth and a cup over, and there was all the stones in the church.
Yeah, because I was, the nursery used to take the boys until you made the communion. I remember climbing out the window one day down there and running home. Yeah. Ah, yeah. And then I went down to the Sal then after being mollycoddled by the nuns and they killed me then down there as well. So
I know, but they all got sick.
yeah. Jesus, times and that. You'd be even after forgetting that the nursing took
All
quite
the
a lot
bad,
of
yeah.
yeah.